I, Charat Patel from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in the Department of Electronics and Communication welcomes you to the session of electromagnetic theory. Today we are going to discuss about the topic that is Ampere's circular law from magnetostatics. So that del Hx minus del Z minus del Hz by del X equal to Gy. So if you see this equation, for the y-axis is constant, then the partial differentiation terms denominator is Z and X. And then in the opposite manner, the component of H is present. Del Hx minus del Hz. Similarly, you can write it for Jz as well. So now you have the equation of Gx, Gy and Jz. So you can easily write this in the generalized equation of G bar, that is Gx Ax plus Gy Ay plus Gz Az. So if you put the values of in the generalized equation, it would be like this. Gx, Gy and Gz terms are written in this equation. So now you have all the partial differentiation terms in the final equation. So if you rearrange this term, you can say that this is the term that is curl of vectors h bar. Ax, Ey, Az, del by del x, del by del y, del by del z, hx, hy and hz. If you remember the unit number 1, curl of a vector, then this curl of a vector is written like this. So if you solve this this equation, then it can be written like this. Okay, so we can easily say that del cross H equal to J bar. So this is the point form of Ampere's circular law. Again, if it is asked in a unit number 3 that write down about the Ampere's law point form, then you have to write this equation. Okay, so again we have to repeat this in unit number 3 as well. Del cross H equal to J. Now for now if you want to write down the equation for the another coordinate system, then cylindrical system and spherical system, then also you can write this equation like this. We have already seen this equation in unit number 1, but because we are going to use in some examples, that's why I am repeating these terms. That del cross H can be written like this in a cylindrical, as well as for the spherical it is 1 upon r square sin theta and the determinant term. For this, if you don't remember the curl's generalized equation, then always you should try to remember the spherical coordinate or cylindrical coordinate generalized equation, that is 1 upon h1, h2, h3 into determinant h1 of first coordinate h2 and then second coordinates direction h3 into third coordinate direction, then del by del u, del by del v, del by del w, h1 au, h2 av and h3 aw, in which h1, h2 and h3 are the multipliers and u, v and w are the coordinates. So if you remember the coordinates and multipliers of all the 3 coordinate systems, you can easily write down the equation for the curl of either cylindrical, spherical or Cartesian as well. Okay. So let's see one example related to point form of Ampere's circular law. Consider the problem statement that given h bar is y cos 2x Ax bar plus y plus e raised to x Az bar, you have to find the current density at origin. So current density is J bar. For J bar you have to write down del cross H, simply curl of the vector H. So if you note here for this type of example, you have to see the problem statement, and first step is you have to find out that which type of coordinate system is this. So if you see the vector, then there is x, y and z present and direction is also ax, ay and az. So obviously this coordinate system is rectangular or Cartesian system, and for rectangular and Cartesian system, curl vector can be written like this. Okay, ax, ay, az, del x, del by del x, del by del y, del by del z, hx, hy and hz. Now, if you see this problem statement, then obviously the whatever the coefficient that is multiplied with ax bar is obviously component of x. Same way, whatever the component multiplied with az bar is component of z only. Okay, so that means here hx is y cos 2x and hz is y plus e raised to x. So let's put it here. There is no term of ay bar present, means obviously hy is 0. So if you write down this, it will be like this: ax, ay and az, del by del x, del by del y and del by del z. And third row is this: y cos 2x 0 and y plus e raised to x. You have to solve this determinant. So it can be like this: ax bar into this del by del y of y plus e raised to x. Del by del y is 1 and e raised to x differentiation is 0. So that's why here I write ax into 1. Now second term minus ay bar. So for minus ay bar you have to take first and third column minor. So del by del x of y plus e raised to x minus del by del z of y cos 2x. So this second term del by del z of y cos 2x becomes 0. Only del by del x of y plus e raised to x is there. Integration of obviously e raised to x differentiation is e raised to x. So that's why ay into e raised to x plus az. You have to take first and second column minor. Del by del x of 0 is 0 minus del by del y of y cos 2x. Again del by del y is 1 and cos 2x is as it is. So here del by cos 2x is as it is, but already negative sign is there, that's why minus cos 2x. Now if we solve this, it will be like this. Because we have to find this at 0, 0, 0. So we have to put in place of x, y and z, we have to put 0. E raised to 0 is 1. That's why here our answer is 1 minus 1 and minus 1. This is the current density at origin. So this is example related to it. Now let's see one important theorem related to magnetic field, that is Stokes theorem. So according to Stokes theorem, first let's see the problem statement. Integration of any vector around closed path is equal to the integration of curl of that vector throughout the surface enclosed by that path. Now let's understand. Integration of any vector over closed path. Integration of any vector, let's see that vector is h. Over closed path integration. Over closed path integration means obviously line integration. So we can say that integration h dl. Okay. It is equal to the integration of curl of that vector throughout the surface. Throughout the surface means you have to take surface integration. Means over surface integration of what? Integration of curl of that vector. Curl can be written like del cross some vector. So here we take vector as h. So it is surface integration of del cross h. Now we take surface integration, then you have to write the limit, that is ds. Okay, understood? Integration of any vector over closed path means h dl. Integration h dl is equal to the integration of curl of that vector throughout the surface. Throughout the surface means surface integration del cross h dl. This is how we can write. So whatever I said is like this here. According to point form, we have write del cross h. If you don't want to write this time, then you can also write the direct equation, that is integration h dl equal to surface integration del cross h dx. This is how we can get by Ampere circuital law as well, because here if you remember that del cross h is j according to point form and j ds is nothing but I. So this is how we can relate Ampere circuital law with our Stokes theorem. In short, integration h dl equal to surface integration del cross h dx. This is Stokes theorem. So now from this theorem, we can say that whenever we need to relate surface and volume, then we have to use divergence theorem, because according to divergence theorem, surface integration dd is equal to volume integration del dot dd. Whenever we want to relate line and surface, then we have to use Stokes theorem, that is h dl equal to del cross h ds. So for line and surface, you have to remember Stokes theorem, and for surface and volume, divergence theorem should be used. Okay. Now magnetic potential. We have already discussed about the electric potential earlier. That according to electric potential, V equal to Q upon R, and it is one type of scalar quantity. But this magnetic potential is vector quantity, and that's why it is denoted by A bar. So if we want to write down the equation in terms of differential magnetic potential, differential means dA bar. It is equal to mu y dl upon 4 pi r, where mu is permeability of medium, ideal is current filament, ideal bar, 4 pi r, 4 pi is constant and r is the distance between desired point and point where filament is located. R bar is calculated by the point where we want to find out the potential minus the point where the current filament is located. So, the relationship between B bar and A bar is density and potential. So, density and potential is del cross A equal to B. You have to take the curl of potential and it is equal to the flux density, del cross A equal to B. Now, if you want to write down D in terms of H, then you have to use the relationship between the flux density and field intensity, that is D bar equal to mu H. But if you are traveling in a free space, then mu becomes mu 0 because it is free space permeability. So B bar equal to mu 0 into H bar. So del cross A equal to mu 0 H. So relationship between psi m and A can be written like this. Del cross A ds, psi m equal to B ds. So that's why you have to use del cross A ds equal to integration A dl. Okay, this we are going to use in some examples, so the things will be more clear. So up to this, if you have any doubts or queries regarding this session, you can ask me on my email ID. Thank you for watching.